Good day, everyone. I am Abigail Ganados, and the assigned topic for our group is the oral literature during the Spanish colonial period. Before anything else, what is Spanish colonial period and when did this period existed? So, the said period was covered in the early history between 1565 to 1897 years, and it was the time where the former European powers manipulate the literature in the Philippines under the religious orders. During the Spanish colonial period, the Spanish colonizers itself influenced the Filipinos to understand the meaning between liberty and freedom. Moreover, it was also during this period where the Philippine literature emerged as a religious prose and poetry. But now, we will focus on one of the literary works during the Spanish colonial period, which is the folk song. The Philippine literature showcased a rich past through oral tradition, and one of these include folk songs, and these songs are often repetitive, sonorous, didactic, and naive. Few examples are the lullaby song or the Ili Ili Tulog Anay, which is popularly originated from Hiligaynon or Ilonggo. And the composer of the said song is no longer known, but the song itself has been adapted by many generations. And this is one of the surviving songs that still continues to put children into sleep. Another song in the said period is entitled Parang Sabil from Tausug of Mindanao. This song uses its subject matter about the exploits of historical and legendary heroes. It tells of a Muslim who seeks help from the hands of the non-Muslims. Another folk song during this period is entitled Kanugon by Cebuano, and this song is all about the lamentations extolling the deeds of the dead. So in here, we learn that Philippines is already rich with oral traditions, and examples are the different folk songs. It has varieties, classifications, genres, and styles. And all we have to do is to learn to discover and appreciate each song, because these songs still exist in the modern world. So I hope that you learned something from my report. Thank you so much, and let us proceed to the next reporter.
During the Spanish colonial period, there are lots of forms. So now I will share with you the different musical forms in the Philippines during that era. So first one is sacred music. From the word sacred, it focuses on the religion or the sacred or golden age of sacred music. So it was originated during 1795 and it is a passion song. The next one is Tagulalay, which is a counterpart of lamentation. Number 3 is Palimos, which is also known as begging, and we know that Filipinos during the Spaniard time are degraded, and we don't have the right to go to school or even to eat properly. We don't have a house. We don't have a safe place to be in, and that's why Filipinos decided to have this song, or that this was famous before because of that setting of Filipinos. of the Philippines. So third one is Kumintang. It is originated in Balayan, Batangas. Okay? There are examples of Kumintang. So La Tagala by Jose Estela, Amihan by Antonio Molina, Auras de Teruno by Juan S. Hernandez, Pagdili-dili by Lucino Sacramento. Okay, number 5 is Awit, or the song. It is kind of narrative poem which consists of verse that have four piece each stanza. Each verse has 12 syllables and the traditional end match individually. Okay, there are examples of awit. First one is Awit by F. Santiago, Maang Ulila by Antonio Molina, Bating Ngao ng Pilak by Antonio Molina, Recuerdo de Filipinas y sus Cantares by Diego Perez. So these are the most famous awit or songs in that era, and one of the authors that I mentioned a while ago were the authors who are known at that time. Next one is number 6 is Balitao. There are Visayan Balitao, Tagalog Balitao, and Danza Minor. Examples of Balitao is Hating Gabi by Antonio Molina, Sampaguita by Dolores Paterno, Ay Kalisod by a Visayan folk song. Number 7 is Gondiman. It came from the word Gong Hindiman. It is a genre of traditional Philippine love songs. The lyrics of the Gondiman are written in Tagalog. The melody is characterized by a smooth, flowing, and gentle rhythm with dramatic intervals. Gondiman was a traditional means of serenade in the Philippines. Okay? Number 8 is Harana. Harana is originated from the Spanish era. This is how the men court the woman from before. Okay? A man is accompanied by his friends and would visit a woman and sing to her love songs to make her fall in love with him. So he will express himself, he will express his love to the woman, and will wait for the woman to be in love with him, or to give an answer if the woman is also in love with the guy. Okay? There are variations of Harana. First one is Tapat. It is from Ilocos. This serenading is started by the man, and the woman answers back with a song. So it is very famous in Ilocos and is originated in Ilocos. This will go on until the two agree on their relationship. So the man will sing and the woman will sing as her answer. Okay? Examples of Harana songs are Walay Angay, Ay Kalisod, No Dodwempay, and Silayan. So these are one of the most famous Harana songs before. And as what I've remembered, there are Walay Angay and also Ay Kalisod is something that is familiar to me. I don't know if it is familiar with you, but I think I've heard it before with my grandparents, but yes. So that is the end of the lesson, or the musical forms in the Philippines during the Spaniards or the Spanish colonial period.
When we say oral literature, it refers to any form of verbal art which is transmitted orally or delivered by word of mouth. So as we could see, during the Spanish time, there were many recreational plays performed by Filipinos, but almost all of them were in poetic form. So I will give you 3 examples of recreational plays performed by Filipinos during the Spanish period.
The Sainete.
The first example is the Sainete. It is a short musical comedy popular during the 18th century. In fact, they were exaggerated comedies shown between acts of long plays and were mostly performed by lower classes.
The Carello.
Another example is the Cariali. It is the form of dramatic entertainment performed on a moonless night during a town fiesta or on darkness night after a harvest.
Zarzuela.
Last one is the Zarzuela. It is considered as the father of drama. It is also a musical comedy or melodrama in 3 acts which dealt with emotions and passions like love, hate, revenge, cruelty, and social or political problems. As we could see or as we could learn, we should never forget all literary works that the first Filipino has made, and we should preserve those so that we can share it to the future generation. So as a Filipino, as a student, we should be thankful that we are freed from all colonizers, and now we should treasure everything literary works we have and be proud of it. So this literary work somehow affects our way of living. So we should protect and preserve them all because only